Hey guys, hope you're doing good. I am Nivea and today I'm going to let you guys know whether the movie The White Tiger did justice to the book from which it is adapted, The White Tiger by Arvind Adiga, which also won the Man Booker Prize. The storyline is the same in both movie and book, and it's about a guy named Balram who was a driver and later turns to become an entrepreneur. It also examines a lot of social issues in India like poverty, corruption, casteism, and a lot more. It's definitely not an easy job to make a movie with the same standard as that of the book, especially when the book is widely accepted. And we all know when it is a book, basically the author gives us a space to imagine a lot of things. But that's not the case with a movie because you need to basically gulp whatever the makers of the movie has given you. Similarly, the book is a vast one, as in there are a lot of incidents which are mentioned in the book, but at the same time when it's a movie, they need to cut short it in such a way that it brings all the flavor of the book, but at the same time should be kept short. Now coming to the main question, did the movie do justice to the book or not? I don't tell this very often, but here in this case, I loved the movie more than the book. Yes, you heard that right. And I feel that the movie has done complete justice to the book. Let's see why. Firstly, the movie starts with an accident scene, whereas in the book, it altogether starts with a different incident, which I'm not going to reveal exactly because in the movie, that particular scene comes in later altogether unexpectedly. Not like a suspense, but still it comes out like as an unexpected situation. And I found that placement of that particular scene right in the movie rather than just beginning with that scene as in the book. The second major point which I should admit is that while I was reading the book, I did feel it a bit boring here and there. Like not all the pages were captivating. But in spite of knowing the story, when I watched the movie, I did not feel it boring at all. The reason being that the exact points which I felt boring in the book are not there in the movie. They have not kept it in the movie, and that was a wise decision. For example, in the book, there's a second lady character who is being referred to as Nepali lady. So apart from Priyanka Chopra's character Pinky, there is one more lady in the book. But in the movie, she is not there. And that was a very good decision because while I read this book as well, I just couldn't connect with that character as in what was the need for the character, something that I had thought even then while I read the book. Also, there are a lot of social issues which are being mentioned with a lot of words in this book which are being cut short in the movie, as in political issues, corruption, water bodies getting polluted. All this are being shown in the movie, but then they are cut short or otherwise they are being shown in the background, and that is also a very good decision, thereby not making the audience feel bored. Also, there are a few scenes in the book which are quite repetitive. Like for example, grandmother just keeps complaining about her daughter-in-law. Similarly, the master keeps scolding and abusing Balram, that's his driver, when he takes wrong turns in Delhi. Now that scene is there in the movie, but then it's being cut short. Rather, they have focused on another scene wherein the driver opens a door for his master while he gets in, and that's beautifully being captured. So it's the right amount of things that are being taken from the book to the movie, and the excess things are just being cut off. Next, the character of Balram, who is a major highlight in both book and movie. Adarsh Gaurav has just fitted that character so well. For example, there is a scene wherein he signs a particular letter or a document when he has his eyes wet, but at the same time he smiles. And later when he comes out of that building after he signs it, he just throws away that frustration. And that particular scene, I felt it more emotional in movie than the book, just because of Adarsh Gaurav's acting. I didn't find it that emotional when I read the same scene in the book, but Adarsh just made me, completely get into that particular scene. Now, we cannot leave aside Priyanka Chopra's character, Pinky. In the book, I quite did not like her character because it's being more focused about the quarrels that she has with her husband. But at the same time, in the movie, I quite liked her character because she is being portrayed as a representation of the modern era's lady who just is very outspoken and speaks for whatever she feels is right. And I quite like that. I'm also so glad that the major sentences or statements which I really loved in this book are being taken into the movie as they are without missing them. Like for example, one of the favorite sentences is, I was looking for the key for many years, but the door was already open. And also another one particular phrase about half-baked man, and also the rooster coop in the Indian society. All these have been taken as they are in the book to the movie. But yes, there is one particular statement which is there in the movie as well, but it is illustrated in a different way. So in the book, it is clearly mentioned by Balram that I am not an original thinker, but I am an original listener. Similarly, when you read the book, you feel Balram is addressing himself India and China as tomorrow. But in the movie, you feel that he's just addressing India and China as tomorrow, but not himself. The one scene which I felt more convincing in the book than the movie is the accident scene. Because in the book, Ashok basically asks Pinky not to drive when she's drunk. But still, Pinky just, keeps telling that in India, no one follows the regulations, so why should I, and all of that. So that's how the husband gets convinced and then he lets Pinky drive. But in the movie, it's not that way. It's just so easy. He didn't have to tell anything. He just, tells, okay, go ahead. That's it. So that was more convincing in the book than the movie. But not a major fault in the movie. It's still, manageable. So these are the reasons why I liked the movie more than the book. Definitely, I felt from my point of view that the movie did complete justice to the book. So this is Nivea signing off. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the like button if you've liked this video. Bye, take care.